Day, and welcome to another episode of the Brew Quest. Today's beer style is the Baltic Porter, and the beer I'm using is called by Pohjala. Now this beer is an Imperial Baltic Porter, as dark as the Estonian winter nights, and it is 10.5%. It'll be a pretty big one. Now, if you notice behind me, I'm no longer at my house in San Diego. I'm actually in an Airbnb, and we are in transition to going back home to Guam for about 2 to 3 years. Now, my wife was lucky enough to get stationed there, and I honestly can't wait. But I know beer is not, at least specific beer styles are not easy to come by back home. So hopefully I can get more interesting Brew Quest videos done. But I know I can get some great side quest videos done because there's a lot of up and coming breweries back home. But let's get back to this beer. This is the Baltic style porter, and from the craftbeer.com website, they mentioned that the Baltic style porter is a smooth, cold fermented and cold lagered beer brewed with lager yeast. Because of its alcoholic strength, it may include very low to low complex alcohol flavors and or lager fruitiness such as berries, grapes, and plums, but not banana. Ale-like fruitiness from warm temperature fermentation is not appropriate. This style has the malt flavor of a brown porter and the roast of a Schwarzbier, but it's bigger in alcohol and body. So that's pretty good actually. So brown porters, I'm not sure if I've actually done an English porter yet. I don't know if I've done an English porter. I know I've done a Schwarzbier, which was Schwartz by Heater Allen, but I don't think I've actually done a proper porter. I think, yeah, so it's only like the Schwarzbier and maybe the Imperial Porter. I think that was Russian River's Shadow. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've actually done I don't think I've done an English porter. Oh shoot, I should do that before I try this out. But anyway, the malt flavors of brown porters, I've actually really like the sort of subtleness of malt subtlety of like porters and like brown ales. So hopefully it's in that range. And the roast of the Schwarzbier, I really like the Schwarzbier, and I really don't know how this is gonna fare, to be honest. But I like both of those styles. I like the porter style and I like the Schwarzbier, so hopefully this is right in that realm. This is obviously 10.5%, so it's gonna be a pretty big one. Hopefully it doesn't have like too boozy of a flavor. And the thing is, I couldn't get an American version or a non-Baltic region version. And thankfully, this is coming straight from Estonia, which is a part of the Baltic region. So this is going to be one of my first Estonian beers, probably one of my first like Baltic area beers as well. I don't count Mikkeller here in SD because technically that's not from the actual Mikkeller in Sweden. So let's pop this open and let's see what this is about. I'm not sure how this portion or the shot's gonna go, so I'll try my best, but I'll be right back after this pour. I don't know how that actually turned out. I'm using my cell phone to record a lot of these videos, so I can't really tell you if it's actually good or not. I'm sorry, the quality of these videos are gonna go down a little bit because my DSLR is currently in my household goods pack out, and I'm not gonna get it for like another 2 months, I think, especially a tripod, because right now I'm using like a Gorilla Pod, and it's not really that great in this scenario. So enough about that, let's get to the beer. Also, yeah, I'm using I guess it's like a stemless wine glass because I don't have actually my my Belgian glasses. So this beer, putting up to whatever the light that I have in here, is super dark. It's almost midnight black. I think in Estonian is like night. I think that's what the meaning of that is. When I poured it out, they had a nice less than an inch of head. It was like a super dark brown, not super dark brown, sorry, like a dark brown, medium brown. It wasn't like a light brown that I'm used to seeing from like stouts or like especially like pastry stouts. But it looks very interesting. It's nice and dark. I like more dark beers than I do light beers, I think. But let's get a nose on it. Wow. This actually smells really good. It does smell a lot like a stout, and I know like porter and stouts are almost very similar, and they used to be the same back in the day, but I know the styles have changed. Again, a lot of really nice roasty flavors. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm getting a lot of nice roasted aroma, and like an umami soy saucy smell as well. But it actually smells really good. Like, it smells really interesting. Yeah, cheers. It's actually very good. It's a lot less intense as I thought it was going to be. Let's talk about this beer. Mouthful, it's like a medium, almost a little bit thicker than I thought it was going to be. So like medium, almost medium thick. Bitterness is kind of low. It's actually not that bitter, and I don't know. Maybe it's the hops, maybe it's the malt. Not sure. Actually, I think it's probably coming from the alcohol. That sort of like spirit bitterness when you like take a shot. It's usually not that long. It doesn't stay that long. It's like on the back of my tongue. I get a lot of really good roasty flavors. I was thinking it would be more, get like a more darker roast because of that umami smell that was coming off of it. But so far it's not bad. It's very mellow. I thought this would be a more intense beer, but so far this is sipping pretty good. Like, I actually really like it. I like the fourth sip. It's probably my fourth sip by now. I do get that those berry notes, like a really dark fruit that's coming through. Maybe it's because this is kind of warming up in my hand because I'm not using stemware. But it's, yeah, like a little bit more berries coming out, which is not a bad thing. Alright, so now that that's done, where would I actually put this beer? Now, I was looking through my notes and I had to basically cut this and re-record this part because I had to look at my phone because obviously I don't know exactly where I would put it. But after reviewing the whole list, at least the top 20, this is actually a really good beer. And I kind of like this more than I like the Imperial Porter. And I think it's because that smoked flavor that was coming from that Imperial Porter I just didn't like that whole tobacco-y, almost ashy type of flavor that was coming off of it wasn't that great when compared to this. So like, I actually like this a lot better, and I decided I'm just gonna put it right above. Like, right now this is my favorite porter and it's coming in at number 16. I know, I just realized that I did another porter which was a robust porter, which is lower than the Imperial Porter. So right now I'm kind of loving this Baltic stuff, and hopefully I can get more, or actually find a brewery here in the US that does Baltics, because I don't really see it on shelves that often. So thanks for bearing with me, and thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. So far, Baltic Porter is my favorite porter.